Hello! So, if you couldn't tell already, I got a new camera, and it's an awesome camera, and it's awesome because it also comes with a tripod, so I don't have to sit in front of my computer to do these all the time. I can move around and show you guys cool things now. And on top of that, the glare from my glasses is significantly minimized because I'm not staring at my computer screen, and if I turn in certain directions like I did this a minute ago, there we go. There's still glare, but I can avoid it a lot better now. So hopefully you guys can actually see my face a little bit this time. So I've decided in honor of new camera, and just because I've been wanting to do this for a few weeks now, sorry, my cat keeps getting up and down, so if I start moving around weird, I apologize. I've been wanting to do the Pagan YouTube tag, and I saw this, I think most recently, on the Homesteading Druids YouTube channel, and I just think it's really fun, like, just something fun to do where people can kind of learn more about you. So I'm going to give it a go. I know there's several different versions of this that I've kind of found, and I don't remember if I took this off of her video specifically or a different video, because I ended up watching a bunch of them just because after I saw hers I was curious. So if this isn't that exact one, I apologize. There are 13 questions, so here we go. Question 1. What is your path? I've answered this multiple times in several different videos, so I'm not going to give a long answer for this one, but I will say, as a general term, I'm going to go with pagan, just because I feel like that encompasses everything about what I believe in very general terms. So, I'm a pagan. Yep. 2. What is your favorite herb? This is really hard for me, because I kind of have two. One that I don't use so much, but that I like the best probably, and the other one that I use all the time. Oh, actually no, I kind of have 3. Dang it. Wow, I really like herbs. Like, I don't even realize it until I go to do this. I really like lavender. Lavender is that one that I like a lot that I don't use so much, but I have, where is it? Somewhere over here. I have a little pouch about yay big of lavender that I like to smell a lot when I get stressed out, and I like to hold when I'm feeling stressed, and just, that's what I do. I really like the smell of lavender. I use lavender incense a lot because of that. So, the herbs that I actually use the most, that now I'm going to have to say are tied because I use them about equally and I like them about equally, would be mint. And I have my own mint plant actually that I'm super proud of that's outside. I'm going to have to bring it in soon probably when it gets cold, but he survived all summer and he grew, and I'm so proud of it because I have like a terrible black thumb most of the time. Like, I kill things that I try and grow, and this is the first summer where I successfully grew tomatoes and grew a mint plant, and everything else I tried to grow still died, so whoops. Anyway, I love mint. I drink mint tea all the time. I chew mint gum obnoxiously frequently. Like, I'm just one of those people. So I absolutely love mint. And I put rosemary actually on a lot of stuff because I like the healing and protective qualities that it gives, and I think it's just absolutely delicious on just about any of the foods that I eat. In particular, I like to throw it in pasta. Obviously, because I'm gluten intolerant, a lot of my foods tend to be kind of bland, and rosemary is one of those sort of herbs slash spices that tastes really good, but won't like upset my stomach because it's too strong. Like, there are a lot of spices that I just stay away from because they're a little strong. So I like that a lot too. Question 3, what is your favorite stone? I've also talked about this a lot, being that I am an ex-geology major, so I love rocks and I have a bajillion and 7 of them probably. My favorite is smoky quartz, and I've in previous videos showed off like just about every piece I think that I own, so I'm not going to do that right now. In another video though, I will show you, I have this really awesome, like right behind the camera, like rock cabinet that my mom got for me for my birthday. So I will showcase some of that stuff some other time, but not today. My favorite oil. This is question 4, by the way. I think actually my favorite oil is probably dragon's blood. I have some of that I've had for quite a while, and I use it a lot. And in particular, I like to use it whenever my door hinges on like my bedroom door and stuff get squeaky. I'd always drop dragon's blood on there for protective qualities and stuff, and it smells amazing, so I like dragon's blood oil probably the best. Question 5. Favorite deity? That's also really hard. I would say probably my favorite female deity is probably Bast. I really, really like her. Egyptian goddess, cat goddess, obviously, if you don't know what I'm talking about. And I really like Lu as like my favorite god. So I would not say that they are necessarily my patron deities because I don't consider myself to really have any, but I definitely work with them a lot and I really, really like them. So those would probably be my favorites. Favorite pagan slash YouTuber. So I'm gonna take that question to mean favorite, like, YouTubing pagans. And I have a lot of these, and I will probably forget some of them. Some of my very favorites, the first ones that I started watching was Charming Pixie Flora and Tiptoe Chick. I think I found out about Tiptoe Chick from Flora, and then Tiptoe Chick pointed me towards Piper, and Piper, I think, pointed me towards Alice the Red Rose Fairy, and I ended up finding Sammy, Witch on the Rocks, and let's see, I love Mandy, the Shoe Whisperer. I think that's all of the main ones that I watch. I think. I'll feel horribly guilty if I forget one of my favorites, which I probably will. So those are the ones I probably watch most frequently, and recently I've started watching a couple of others, like very recently. So I hope to get to know those people a little bit better too, and maybe someday I will include them in this long list of pagans that I watch on YouTube. Are you creative is question 7. That's a great question. I'd like to consider myself creative. I feel like this answer is going to be biased from whoever gives it because I think everybody likes to think they're creative. I definitely know people way more creative than me, so I would not say that I'm completely uncreative, but I would not say that I'm like super artistic or anything either. Whenever I take like a lot of, I'm a psychology major, so we do a lot of like test stuff to figure out sort of what your brain likes to do best and what it's best at and that kind of thing, like with personality tests and all that sorts of stuff. And I don't ever score like low on creativity, but it's definitely not my highest thing. I tend to be like super practical for the most part. And yeah, so I like doing creative things, but regrettably I don't get a lot of time to do them. However, this is a very exciting new development in like the last couple days. I get to take a painting class next semester, like my senior, like very last semester in college. I get to take painting because I have to have 12 credit hours to be a full-time student, but I only need 9 to graduate. So I get to take a painting class just for the fun of it. So maybe I'll become more creative because of that. Like that will open up my creative juices again. My favorite Sabbath or season. I feel like almost everybody has the same answer for this question. And it's a good answer, so I'm gonna give it 2. Obviously I like Samhain. I love Halloween. I love fall. It's the greatest time of the year in my opinion. And I like other times of the year too, obviously, but I always get this certain special excited feeling around this time of year. And I'm really disappointed because it's like just a few days, actually it's exactly a week almost before Halloween, and it's like 81 degrees outside today. That is extremely disappointing for Missouri weather. Like, that should not be like that, so I was sad. It feels like it's in the middle of summer instead of fall. This is question 9. How do you incorporate your spirituality into your daily life? A lot of different ways, actually. Sometimes with my cooking, a lot of times with the way I take care of animals. I consider taking care of animals to be sort of like a religious, devotional experience. And every single night I put a can of wet cat food out on my back porch to take care of some stray cats. And there are 3 that come and visit me regularly, but there are like 10 to 12 that actually live in this general area. And there are some really nice pagans up the street that take care of like all of these cats, so I'm slowly getting like a group of them to come visit me. And I take care of my cats too, obviously, which I kind of want to turn this. I don't know, this could ruin everything, so I apologize, but Let's see if I can... Cat. There's Fat Cat. I don't think this is gonna... Oh, yeah, there it goes. Hello. Say hi. Okay. Yay. Oh, that actually went a lot better than I thought it would. Okay. And other things I do just during the day is sort of a devotional type thing. I try really, really hard, especially when I'm between classes, to spend a lot of time like paying attention to my surroundings. We are really lucky where I go to school that we have really nice, actually just some amazing oak trees on campus actually, but there's like holly bushes and all kinds of stuff just everywhere that are gorgeous, and I absolutely adore the outdoors on campus. I have a wonderful view of the sky from the back of my apartment and like a woodland area kind of over here where this guy has like a, I don't know if he's growing wheat or whatever, it's just like some random farmland, and I don't know that there's anything there, but he mows it occasionally and like, whatever. I am not good at agriculture, obviously. So, but I try very, very hard to go outside, especially in the evenings, at least once. And I recently discovered that my back porch has wolf spiders, and this is gonna make me a terrible person and a terrible pagan, but if a spider is in my room or my bathroom, it's in my space, and that is a no-no. And you will get either put outside if I can figure out a safe way to do that, or I will find a shoe and I will smush it. But if I am outside, that is the spider's space, and I will not hurt it. But we have wolf spiders out there that, I'm not kidding you, they're like this big, and they scare the crap out of me. So I'm a little scared to go on my back porch right now because I don't want to have a confrontation with spiders that are trying to avenge their kin that I may or may not have smushed in the past. And I feel bad about that every time I do it, but I'm too scared to not do it at the same time, so please don't lecture me on spider smushing. I know it's wrong. I just can't stop myself. Let's see. Do you eat meat, dairy, and eggs? In the same line of being a bad pagan, I guess a lot of people would consider it bad that, yeah, I do eat meat, dairy, and eggs. Dairy not so much because I'm lactose intolerant now, but I would if it didn't make me sick. Because I personally feel like, so this is a personal opinion, not speaking for anyone else, and I am saying this in the hopes that you will not lecture me about it either, because it is just the way I feel about it. I think people are meant to eat meat. They just do. And I have no problem with you if you don't want to do that, that's fine. But I personally like to do that on occasion, and I don't do it a lot. But I do like to do it once in a while, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I feel like that's what our ancestors did. Like, they ate a lot of grains and a lot of berries, and they hunted. So, I'm definitely the type of pagan that's more like a warrior, sort of, I guess, hunter type. It's one of those things that makes me more boyish, more masculine. I like hunting and that sort of outdoor type activity, so I personally feel like that whenever I do that, it connects me, like eating meat connects me with my lineage, with my ancestors, with history, and with the animals that I'm ingesting, and I don't just eat frivolously. Like, I appreciate it whenever I am able to have a meal like that. So I give thanks every time. I still do it though, and I know some people make the choice not to, and I have no problem with that. Let's see. Question 11. Favorite magical book or mundane book? Or both, I guess? There are two questions in this, so. My favorite magical book, I don't know if I can pick one. Especially not off the top of my head. I would really have to think about that. I seriously, like, legitimately, I own, as of last year I counted, I had 92 books on paganism and a few on, like, ghost hunting and stuff, but not very many. And I've bought a lot since then. So, there's a wide number of choices out there, basically. I think probably one of the ones I look at most often would be Scott Cunningham's Crystal Gem and Metal Magic book. So like sort of like a encyclopedia of gems basically. And there's the Encyclopedia of Crystals. Is that Judy Hall maybe? Yep, Judy Hall. I look at that one a lot too. I don't know that they're necessarily my very favorites though, but I use them the most, so I'm just gonna go with that. My favorite mundane book, I also can't choose. I can tell you my favorite author, and that would be Eloisa James, and that is a romance novel author, and if you at all like any kind of historical romance books, you should check her out because she is an amazing writer. Like, characterization, just, oh my god. I feel like I know the characters and like they're my best friends, and I love books like that, so. 12. Does your zodiac sign resonate with your personality? For most of my life, I would have said no. Like, not at all. And the older I get, the more I say, yeah, definitely. My zodiac sign is Leo, and I tend to be a quieter, shy person. But I would say that's sort of like, if you think of the spectrum of Leo characteristics, that puts me on a certain end, but I still fall within that spectrum. I am not the type of person you want to piss off. And you don't want to hurt somebody in front of me. I will get in your face and I will defend people. I'm like a mama bear about anyone and everyone. I'm really bossy. I love being the person in charge of any kind of organization or club or whatever. Like, I just like, I don't know if that makes me like really bossy or I just like organizing things or whatever, but I do a pretty good job of it and I like doing it, so that's what I do. So I would say, yeah, I'm definitely a Leo. And 13, advice for witches watching. So I don't know if that's supposed to be advice for new, like, witches or advice for the pagan community in general. But I'll just throw this out there because I feel like, irregardless, whether you are pagan or not, you can probably benefit from this. More positivity and less being negative and less flaming people, less hatred in some cases, less judgment, more tolerance, more openness, more willingness to accept viewpoints that are not your own, more willingness to be understanding that people may do things that you don't like and that is okay. I feel like there's so much going on, like, just in the last few months, like, of videos I watch on YouTube, there's so much drama. Like, whoa, so much drama. Even in the last couple days, like, I love Flora to death, and I don't want to get in that whole discussion, but just with like her most recent video and people saying rude things to her on her Facebook. Pagans are, oh my god, let's be a community and not hurt one another. That's what I say. Like, that is my advice to any witch, new or old. Doesn't matter. People need to be nice. Like, straight up, be nice. That is what I say. If you wouldn't want it said to you, don't say it to someone else. That is my rule. And I don't follow it sometimes, but that is my rule. Okay, so that's all 13 questions. And this video is 19 minutes long. Wow. If you've made it this far, you are a really cool person, because I don't know if I would have sat through myself for 20 minutes of nothing. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop talking now, so yay for new cameras, and that's all I gotta say. So thanks for watching.